Welcome to the Eat This Book podcast. I'm Michael Whitworth. Each day we take a small piece of scripture and we sit with it. Not a quick snack that disappears before lunch, not a chore you check off of a list, but rather a meal meant to be savored. So pull up a chair. Let's eat. The verdict is in. The angels have seen enough. Every man in Sodom, young and old, surrounded Lot's house demanding the visitors. The city has exposed itself completely. The outcry that reached heaven was justified. Now comes the evacuation. Have you anyone else here? Sons-in-law, sons, daughters, or anyone you have in the city, bring them out of the place. For we are about to destroy this place, because the outcry against its people has become great before the Lord, and the Lord has sent us to destroy it. The angels turned to Lot with urgent instructions. Get your people, get them now. This city is ours from annihilation. Notice the scope of mercy. Anyone you have, sons-in-law, sons, daughters, anyone. God isn't looking for reasons to exclude people from rescue. He's looking for anyone connected to Lot who might be saved. Lot goes out to warn his sons-in-law. These are the men engaged to his daughters. They live in Sodom, they're part of the city, and Lot tries to convince them to leave. Up, get out of this place, for the Lord is about to destroy the city. But he seemed to his sons-in-law to be jesting, joking, not serious. They laughed at him. The man warning them of fire from heaven sounded like a comedian. Judgment? Destruction? The Lord? Sure, Lot, good one. This is what happens when you live in Sodom too long. Lot had compromised so much, accommodated so often, blended in so thoroughly, that when he finally spoke seriously about God, no one believed him. His testimony had been eroded by his lifestyle. The sons-in-law couldn't take his warning seriously because they'd never seen him take God seriously. When you pitch your tent toward Sodom, when you move in, when you sit in the gate, when your daughters get engaged to Sodomites, your voice loses its power. The warning sounds like a joke because the life didn't match the words. Credibility is built before the crisis, not during it. Morning comes. The angels urge Lot. The Hebrew word for urge means to press, to push, to apply pressure. They're not suggesting, they're insisting. Up, take your wife and your two daughters who are here, lest you be swept away in the punishment of the city. The sons-in-law won't come. The window is closing. Take who will come and go, now. And Lot lingers. The city is about to burn. The angels are shouting. His family's lives hang in the balance. And Lot lingers. This is one of the most haunting details in the chapter. Why does he linger? The text doesn't say. Maybe he's thinking about his possessions. Maybe he's hoping the sons-in-law will change their minds. Maybe he can't believe it's really happening. Maybe Sodom has so captured his heart that even facing its destruction, he can't let go. But Lot lingers, on the edge of the fire, in the path of judgment, with salvation standing right in front of him. So the men seized him. They grabbed him physically, took hold of him. They seized his hand. They seized his wife's hand. They seized his two daughters' hands, and they dragged them out of the city. Lot wouldn't move on his own, so mercy moved him instead. This is grace with a grip. Sometimes God doesn't wait for you to decide. Sometimes he grabs your hand and pulls you out of the fire, whether you're ready or not. Sometimes salvation looks less like a gentle invitation and more like an angel's fist around your wrist. The Lord was being merciful to him, the text says. The dragging was mercy. The seizing was kindness. Lot's lingering would have killed him. God's grip saved him. They bring him outside the city, and the angels give a final command. Escape for your life. Do not look back or stop anywhere in the valley. Escape to the hills, lest you be swept away. 4 instructions. Escape for your life. This is survival, not comfort. Do not look back. Don't long for what you're leaving. Do not stop anywhere in the valley. Don't linger in the danger zone. Escape to the hills. Get to the high ground. These were clear commands. These were urgent commands. These were life or death commands. And Lot negotiates. Oh no, my lords, Behold, your servant has found favor in your sight, and you have shown me great kindness in saving my life. But I cannot escape to the hills, lest the disaster overtake me and I die. Behold, this city is near enough to flee to, and it is a little one. Let me escape there. Is it not a little one? And my life will be saved. Even now, even being dragged from destruction, even with angels gripping his hands, Lot is negotiating. He doesn't want the hills, too far, too hard, too uncomfortable. There's a little city nearby. Can't he go there instead? The audacity is breathtaking. Fire is about to fall, God is about to destroy the region, and Lot is bargaining for a more convenient escape route. This is who Lot is. This is who Sodom made him. Even salvation has to be on his terms. Even mercy has to accommodate his preferences. And God says yes. Behold, I grant you this favor also, that I will not overthrow the city of which you have spoken. Escape there quickly, for I can do nothing till you arrive there. God adjusts the plan for Lot's weakness. The little city, Zoar, meaning, you guessed it, little, will be spared. Lot can go there. But notice, I can do nothing till you arrive there. The judgment waits for the righteous to escape. Fire doesn't fall until Lot is safe. Even in destruction, God's timing accounts for mercy. Here's what this passage reveals about rescue. First, warning without credibility falls flat. Lot's sons-in-law thought he was joking. A lifetime of compromise had stripped his words of weight. When the moment came to speak truth, no one was listening. If you want your warning to matter, your life has to match. Credibility is earned before crisis. Second, some people won't come. The sons-in-law stayed. They heard the warning and laughed. You can plead, urge, beg, and some people will still choose the burning city. This is heartbreaking, but it's real. You can't force people out of their Sodom. You can only warn them and weep when they won't listen. Third, lingering is dangerous. Lot knew the city was about to burn. He knew the angels were sent to destroy it, and he lingered. He delayed. He hesitated at the threshold of salvation. How many people linger on the edge of rescue? They know what they should do. They know judgment is coming, and they just wait, hoping for a better moment, reluctant to leave what's familiar. Lingering in a burning building kills you just as dead as running toward the flames. Fourth, sometimes mercy has to drag you. Lot wouldn't move, so the angels seized his hand. They didn't wait for him to be ready. They didn't let his lingering become his death. If God has grabbed you, if circumstances have forced you out of a situation you wouldn't have left voluntarily, consider that it might be mercy. The grip that feels controlling might be the hand that saves. Fifth, God accommodates weakness without approving it. Lot wanted Zoar instead of the hills. It was a lesser obedience, a negotiated escape, and God allowed it. This doesn't mean Lot was right to negotiate. It means God is patient with frail people. He'd rather save a negotiating Lot in Zoar than lose a stubborn Lot in Sodom. Grace meets us where we are, even when where we are is frustrating. So here's what Genesis 19, verses 12 through 22 would have us savor today. If you've lost credibility, if the people you're trying to warn see you as a joke, this passage says there may be a reason. Words without witness fall flat. Start rebuilding. Let your life catch up with your message. If you're lingering, if you know what you should do, where you should go, what you should leave, and you're hesitating, this passage says the fire is real. Stop waiting. The angels are urging. The morning is here. And if you've been dragged, if God's mercy has looked less like an invitation and more like a forced evacuation, this passage says that's still mercy. The grip that saved Lot can save you, even when you don't feel ready. And if someone you love won't listen, if they think the warning is a joke, if they're staying in the city while you're being pulled out, this passage says grieve, but go. You can't save everyone. Some people choose the fire. Up, get out of this place. The angels shouted, and Lot lingered. so mercy grabbed his hand and dragged him to safety. He barely made it out, but he made it out. Sometimes that's what rescue looks like. Next time on Eat This Book, the fire falls, the city burns, and on the road to safety, someone turns around. One glance, one pillar of salt. What does it mean to leave a place with your feet but not your heart? Join me again in Genesis 19 as we hear Jesus' warning. Remember Lot's wife. Thanks for eating with me. Until next time, may the Word dwell in you richly.